What's up gamers, today I thought I'd update you with a few small pieces of news regarding Battlefield 2042 that have popped up in the last week or so. So let's get into it. The first thing I should probably talk about is the news that the next Battlefield game is already in development. It's a no-brainer really, as it's obvious that once a current game has finished being released, the next game's development cycle will begin. Although perhaps some of you will be surprised that there's a new Battlefield game in development at all after the poor performance of Battlefield 2042, so there is that. The next few little nuggets of info are from an article by Tom Henderson, a renowned Battlefield leaker, on xfire.com. I will link the article in the description if you want to read the whole thing, but I'm just going to go over some key points here. So he begins by saying, before the launch of 2042, EA and DICE were adamant that the title would be what fans wanted. Phrases like, well ahead of schedule, a love letter to fans, and have faith fam, were all said leading up to its launch. However, the game ultimately failed to deliver for both fans and EA. The title has been referred to internally as a miss, but work to make things right for players is still ongoing. Despite the poor numbers that Battlefield 2042 has generated, it is still a new Battlefield title in active development. EA is providing the resources needed to bring back the franchise. Although the next Battlefield game is in its pre-production stage, one inside source has said that valuable lessons have been learnt following the release of Battlefield 2042. I think we'll be reverting a lot of the changes we made in Battlefield 2042, it was said. So, my takeaway from this is that a new Battlefield title is in the early stages of development, despite the terrible performance of 2042, which is a relief, as there was a concern, a very valid concern, that 2042 has killed off the whole series. Of course, it's also good to hear that they are still hard at work on improving 2042, but at this stage I think a lot of players won't return to the game no matter what they do to it. Even more important to hear that they have learnt their lesson and will be reverting back to the tried and tested formula of 64 players with 4 classes of soldier. Or at least that's what I hope they mean. We also heard a little peep about the April update. Apparently it is still on track and they are hoping to share more details on that with us very soon. It was also mentioned that the scoreboard, end of round functionality and voice over IP will be in the update. And we will hopefully be getting more info on further changes based on player feedback soon. I remember reading somewhere that the end of round scoreboard will also be tied in with a player lifetime stats page. So hopefully that means that Battlefield stat trackers will now be able to start counting towards your Battlefield 2042 stats, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. I think the biggest change with this update will be the voice over IP or squads chat. It's still baffling to me why they didn't include it at launch, especially with a mode like Hazard Zone in the game where communication is so key. I can only hope this brings Hazard Zone back to life, as I've been struggling to find a game recently. Over on Battlefield Portal, we have lost content. Well, kind of. For the foreseeable future, there will only be 3 featured game modes instead of the 5 we have been used to. This is a shame, however, understandable, as fewer and fewer players have been joining Portal games, so by reducing the amount of choice, you will hopefully end up with lobbies filling up more. Now obviously a lot of content creators have already given up on 2042, but I'm not ready to give up on it just yet. However, with little to no new content planned until the summer, I'm considering changing up my stream schedule and replacing 2042 temporarily with either a second Battlefield 1 stream or a Battlefield 4 stream. So make sure you let me know which one you guys want to see. Hopefully when Season 1 drops in the summer, I'll be able to bring back the 2042 streams. Until then, I plan to keep bringing you great Battlefield content in the form of gameplays and guides, so if you have any requests, then let me know in the comments. I'm Fungi, thanks for watching, really appreciate a like and subscribe for this video, really close to that 1k mark now, so you can help me get there today by clicking that subscribe button. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.
Reach at Alpha 2.